Hi everyone, welcome to the third video in this series where we are going through the steps of installing Okteto self-hosted on your own Kubernetes cluster. In the last two videos, we first installed Okteto on our Kubernetes cluster, and then in the last video, we configured certificates. If you see in terms of pending tasks, we have 3 more tasks left, and in this particular video, we are going to be tackling the task of custom authentication. So right now, if you were to log out of your Okteto instance, the only way to log in is via a token, right? And this is the token when you installed Okteto, when you ran the helm command to install Okteto, you got here. So if I copy paste this token and I can log in, and if I were to send this URL to my Okteto instance to anyone, they would have to enter that token to log in. But this is not an ideal choice, right? Working in a team. So in this video, we are going to look at what alternative ways of authentication we have. So let's head to the docs and see what all we have. So if you see, Okteto supports the following ways to authenticate users to log into your Okteto instance and get started developing. In this particular video, we are going to go with GitHub, but you can choose any of those and follow the instructions there. So if we read here, the first step to having GitHub as an authentication method is to create an OAuth app. So let's see the docs there, and it says we have to go to settings, dev settings, and new OAuth app. Okay, so let's just do that. Go to settings and developer settings, OAuth app, register new OAuth application name. Okay, no requirements here, so I'll just add Okteto auth. Home page URL. Now this is something, if you see, this has to be the URL of your Okteto instance, in this case this one, so I'll add this. Description is optional, so we can leave it. And auth callback is supposed to be this domain followed by auth and callback. Okay, so let's add that here. We can skip enabling device flow and register our application. Okay, now that our application is registered, let's see what the docs tell us. Use this group of settings when using GitHub as an OAuth provider, okay? And we see here we need the client ID and the client secret. So I can see that the client ID is here. You know what, let's just first copy paste this to our config for our Okteto installation, and I'll add it here. And now let's copy the client ID for our OAuth app. Paste it here. Next, we need a client secret, and the way to do that is by generating a new secret. So let's do that. I'll just use my phone for the two-factor auth and getting my secret. Once we have this done, we can copy our secret value, go ahead and paste it, and that's about it. The only other field is organization, and now I do not have an organization created. I don't want to get into the steps in this particular video, but it is fairly simple. Or if you have an organization created for your developers, you just need to add the name of that organization here. And what this will do is, whenever someone logs in via their GitHub account to your Okteto instance, it'll check if they are a member of the organization which you have specified here. And if that's true, then it'll allow them to access the instance. Otherwise, it won't. And since I don't have an organization created, I'll just remove this. And be careful if you do this, because if you do this now, anyone who has a GitHub account will be able to log into my Okteto instance, which is definitely something you do not want. But for the sake of the video, it should be fine. And once we have these, I think that should be sufficient enough. If we go to our instance and let's just log out, and then we'll do the Helm upgrade to apply this configuration. And let's see what happens. Awesome. Now that the installation has completed, we can visit this URL to see if we have successfully configured GitHub as a way to authenticate. And let's visit that, and awesome. We now see that we have a way to log in via GitHub. So let's do that and check if it is actually working or not. I'll authorize my account. And if we were to go here, we are logged into our instance. That was simple, no? With this, we have completed 3 tasks, and the only 2 tasks left are now configuring an Okteto registry for external storage and build kit performances. We'll tackle those in the following videos. So thank you so much for watching this. I hope you found this useful, and subscribe to our channel, and if you have any questions, reach out to us on community.okteto.com and we are happy to help.